Today we're going to compare the Harley Benton Fusion 2 with the Harley Benton T-style guitar and see exactly what the main differences are between these two great guitars. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Addicted to Gear. My name is Tony. I'm stuck in isolation, so it's a perfect time to make some more videos for you guys. Thank you for joining me and tuning in. You're probably as bored as I am right now. So let's do something a little interesting. We're talking about this Harley Benton Fusion T guitar that I reviewed not too long ago. If you haven't checked out that video, just check out my video archive. You'll find the full rundown on this video. Now, as soon as I put up that video, a couple of days later, or maybe a week later, I don't really remember, I actually put up another review of the Harley Benton T-style guitar, which is actually two really great quality Harley Benton guitars in my opinion. Now, almost immediately after I posted those videos, you guys were asking me the question, what is the difference between this and this? Well, I thought it would be a good time to actually look at that in a little bit more detail and give you that information, because a lot of you are both Strat lovers and Telecaster lovers, and you're scratching your head right now trying to figure out which one to go with. And if you're like me and you can't make up your mind, well, you end up getting both. But now that I do have both, I can help you guys make that decision by going over the details of both of these guitars and talking about exactly what the main differences are. Now, to start off, I just want to say that the guitars overall are very similar. There's not that many guitar differences in terms of features on these two guitars other than the obvious. One is a Strat, the other is a Telecaster. Duh, we know that part. We also know that they both have humbucker pickups. Now, I can tell you for a fact that both of the humbucker sets in either one of these guitars is identical. I checked out the specs on the Harley Benton website, and they are indeed both using Alnico 5 magnets on these Roswell pickups, and they're both the same. So it's common that guitar manufacturers will use similar hardware on their guitars, because when they buy the hardware, they buy them in bulk and volume, and they get a better price that way. So you can tell that is what Harley Benton is doing with these guitars. Now, you can also see that they both have a Tremolo system, which is made by Wilkinson, two-post system, same on the Telecaster. Now, it's pretty common to see these on Strat style guitars, less common to see like a Tremolo system on a Telecaster, but that's one of the reasons why I ended up getting the system. But they're both the same type of bridge, so no differences whatsoever there. Now, both of these guitars also have a split coil system. The only difference is that on the Strat style guitar, it's activated by a little toggle switch that you can see by the switch of the pickups right down there, while the Telecaster is hidden. It's actually in the one of the knobs, so you have to pull out the knobs to activate the split coil system, but they both have split coil systems, so there's no differences whatsoever there. So what other differences are when it comes to the body of these two guitars? Well, one of the main things that is not as obvious is the fact that the Fusion 2 Strat has a mahogany body, while the T-style guitar has a body made of sapelli. So what's the difference? Well, honestly, there's not a huge difference. It's just the wood type. So I don't know if you're going to be able to hear any difference between the different woods. I'm not going to get into a tone wood argument here, guys. It's really up to you. We will be playing some tone samples so you can listen to them and see if you can tell the difference, but honestly, I can't really tell a difference. Now, most of you might automatically feel or think that the mahogany body would be heavier than the sapelli body. But in actual fact, after weighing these two guitars, the Strat style guitar comes in at about 7 pounds, 10 ounces. Don't ask me what that is in metric. I didn't take the time to convert it. Just use Siri, she'll tell you. The other guitar here is about 7 pounds, 15 ounces. Now, does that mean that the woods are heavier? That could be, but you also have to keep in mind one thing. This is a double cut guitar, so there's actually more wood removed than this, which is a single cut, which has a little bit less wood removed, so this one would naturally be slightly heavier. Beyond that, the neck on these guitars are identical. They both have necks that feel the same to me. I wasn't able to discern any differences in the neck profile. So if you ask me, they're the same necks. They both have stainless steel frets. They both have ebony fretboards. Although there is a difference, the Strat style guitar has a little bit of a lighter fretboard. You can see more grain in there, while the Telecaster style guitar has a little bit of a darker fretboard, which shows less of the grain. So if you're the type of person that likes grain, I can't guarantee that all of them will be like this, or if it was just luck of the draw and I happened to get some that were different, but I like both for different reasons, so I'm pretty happy with that. As far as the headstock goes, well, they both have a painted headstock to match the body. Both of these guitars have staggered tuners with locking systems on them, so they're very nice tuners in my opinion. Both of these guitars also have a tusk nut, and so as far as the necks go, pretty similar on both of them. They both have an amber finish to them with no skunk stripe, and they both have a nice contoured heel at the bottom with no neck plate, just bolts. As far as the rest of the bodies, I mean, there is slight differences. Obviously, one's a Telecaster, the other one's a Strat, but overall, very, very similar in terms of quality and finish and overall features. So what about price? Well, both of these guitars retail for about £269, so they're both identical. So whether you like Telecasters or Stratocasters, you're in luck. They're both the same price. So that doesn't help in your decision making, does it? I mean, you know, what do you go for? Again, if you can't make up your mind, just get both. That's what I did. So overall, guys, these guitars are very, very similar. I haven't seen much of a difference thus far, so the next step would logically be playing some sound clips and hearing if we can see a difference between these two guitars. So let's do that, and then we'll see what the results are. So after hearing those side clips side by side and listening to them carefully, what do you guys think? I'd like to hear your comments. Let me know if you prefer one over the other. I mean, honestly, is there much of a difference? I don't know. If you can hear that difference, please let me know what you heard and which one you preferred or which one you would prefer to go with. Now, obviously, if you're a Strat guy or a Telecaster guy, that might influence your decision psychologically. You might think, oh, the Strat sounded slightly better than the Telecaster, but try and put that, you know, out of your mind and be honest and tell me if you can actually hear a sound difference between these two guitars. So guys, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you like the content that I'm presenting here, please consider subscribing And if you haven't already hit the little bell icon, you want to do that so that you'll be notified whenever there's more new content uploaded, so that you don't miss any of the new videos that I produce. There's new videos coming out every week, so please stay tuned, keep rocking. There's always great stuff here on Addicted to Gear.